they managed to wake him up, and he goes, "What happened?"
What up, it's your boy Kane. Go on, Kane.
Are we doing it?
Coming to you live from Bodyworks 360.
Are we doing it?
Let's do it.
Alright guys, this is our first episode of The Lifting Bitch, where we discuss topics gym-based, women-based, everything based really, anything to do with the gym and what bros talk about.
Women based.
Oh yeah, he was talking about some poo now. Never mind then, I'm sorry. I thought that's what we were talking about, is birds fucking pre-workout and protein, isn't it?
Yeah. Bitches pre-workout and protein. That's what it should be called. Bitches pre-workout and protein.
Anyway.
Okay.
What we're discussing today is, well, my topic of the day is guys who give you advice in the gym. Being a little dude, people give me quite a lot of advice all the time because obviously I can't lift for shit. So, Sammy, what do you think? People giving you advice in the gym? Or people asking for advice, should I say? It's probably from you.
I don't mind people asking me for advice. I don't mind that. It's not too bad, but giving advice is spit. You do feel like what you're doing kind of thing, isn't it? Like, talk to me. I just don't like when people interrupt me when I'm working out. When you're midway through the set, I don't like that.
Also, when you're midway through the set, somebody taps you on the shoulder.
Yeah, to start saying things. Just like,
and that's probably the worst thing about working here for you, is because you're working here, even when you're not working.
Yeah, I get tapped up for advice.
People always walking up to you and asking, and I know that feeling.
Yeah,
I used to have that shit.
I hate the guys who come up to you like, oh, do you realise you're not doing that right? You need to get your hips a little bit more into it. And you look at them and you're like, motherfucker, do you even lift?
It just sounds it just sounds like me. That's what I do.
Matt, aka coach. Yeah.
The form doctor. That's
form doctor.
That's what people used to call me actually in Fitness First, was the form doctor or the form police.
The form police.
Correcting, and I think that's right to do that. You should correct people's form.
What about when you see a guy, not a bro, a guy in the gym, giving advice to another guy in the gym, and they clearly both have no idea what they're doing?
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
It needs to be addressed.
Should it be the gym who gets to address that?
It should be.
What do you guys think? Should the gym have the staff available to address these things, or should these motherfuckers just pay for a personal trainer?
Which is what we were talking about like a week ago when I was saying to you about that business idea that I had.
Don't tell the internet. No, that business idea I had, which would make millions.
Yeah.
We'll cut that bit out, don't worry about that. No, I don't
I'm going to tell you what it is, just so you know, yeah? So this was the thing. In gyms, you've got a lot of, and this one, for a good example, there are a select group of personal trainers. Now, we only know one of them, which is, and he's okay, and that's Kane.
It's mediocre at best.
Mediocre.
He's the best of the bad bunch.
Now, the rest of them are fucking shit.
they don't lift.
They don't lift.
Clearly don't lift.
They don't lift, and they don't eat, and they do, but just not they're not role model personal trainers. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
They've just done the course.
And they teach and they give people the wrong advice that ultimately, if you're going to be doing that, then you are going to impact someone's life in some way or another. Yeah. And these people, they've qualified, yeah, and then you see them doing stupid shit in the gym with clients, people that are paying them money out of their fucking money. And my idea was to go into them gyms as like a governing body, yeah. So like a governing body that goes into the gyms, kind of like a secret shopper, but the gym have paid you to be there to inspect their staff. Okay. Yeah. So you could do it on two bases. You could do it on that basis that you actually book a PT session with one of these PTs. Yeah. And explain to them before you start, like, this is my goals, this is what I've got to do. And then when they hit the session, say you've asked, you want strength and conditioning, and then you given plyometrics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I always think it's always a bit shady if you get a personal trainer and they take you on a session straight away. They don't have a sit-down discussion with you.
There should be a consultant.
There should always be at least a 10 minutes discussing what's going on and then meeting up at another time to do it. Whereas I find a lot of personal trainers, they just grab it, whatever it is, they'll just be like, oh yeah, well, I'll take you on a free session now.
Yeah.
And they haven't sat down and really discussed what the person's goals are.
Which is why most people, they are charged money for a service that they're not getting.
Yeah.
but they think they're getting because they're not educated enough to know any different.
That's very true, yeah.
Which is why, again, a governing body should be going to these gyms.
Other day with that guy with the squats.
Oh, no,
It's like, he was trying to teach the squats, but still he couldn't squat himself.
That's a problem.
That's the big problem. Show someone the exercise and you yourself can't actually do the exercise.
No,
it's something you see quite a lot.
That is
It happens a lot as well.
Yeah,
I see that like daily in here. Like I see it very regularly.
We've kind of gone off topic, guys.
It's alright.
We'll just keep carving. We'll just keep carving up personal trainers because they're all just a rip-off and they're only after your money.
And but not Kane.
Yeah. Check your trainer lifts before you start training with them.
The thing is, this is the thing. It's difficult to warrant that because you've got some PTs, that don't look like they lift, that don't necessarily look like a bodybuilder.
Do you have to look like
you don't,
a physique model to?
I don't think you do.
To be a personal trainer.
If you've got the knowledge, then no, you don't. But you should, at some point in your life, you should have practiced what you've been preaching. So if you've never been in shape in your life, but you've got a ton of knowledge, that just means you've read a lot of books or you've looked at a lot of videos.
The Fat Manager from GNC.
Yeah,
you all know one.
But it doesn't mean that you're going to be good at delivering a service to somebody else.
No, sure enough. I think vice versa. Just because you're shredded doesn't mean you can teach people how to get shredded.
Of course not. No.
I think there's got to be a balance.
And some people can't. Yeah. Some people that are in the best shape literally cannot PT anybody.
But I do believe you've got to practice what you preach. Though I mean, maybe a bit shallow for me, but I would never hire a fat personal trainer.
No. I think that's fair.
But the thing is, if you get some bro in the gym who's quite fat and they come up and give you advice,
what about Eddie Hall?
Would you listen to him? Exactly. I mean,
if Eddie Hall came up, know Eddie Hall,
that's different. He's got select skills.
Yeah.
If you didn't know him and he was just in the gym and he was and he looks the way he does and he's the big guy with the big
If I was a girl trying to tell them no, but if I was me, I probably would.
Yeah, because if you see him in a 300 kg deadlift,
exactly, I'm going to be like, okay,
damn,
he's got something he can offer me. But then, that's maybe like some personal trainers have to have, something that they specialise in. That it might be a mass gainer or someone who can get someone toned and shape, more of girls and stuff.
Has to be topics.
Yeah.
Things that
I think that should be on your resume, on the board. It should be like, this is what you specialise in.
Well, some of them do.
But what if you don't specialise in anything?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
The thing for getting don't specialise in it, do they?
No,
they've done it.
You can just get a person. There's no fail on a personal training course. If you fail the test, you just do the test again.
Yeah, that's true.
Until you get it right.
You see, this is the thing.
Some of these courses are just designed for you just to pass the test.
They're just designed for money.
They literally just teach you what you need to know to pass the test, and you don't necessarily need to have lifted ever before in your life.
I done a test. I done my course last year. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
They just want to pass you.
Yeah, and that's
get
it.
the government funding or whatever, keep it moving to the next batch. Do you know what I mean? They're not actually
it's just about money.
And it'd be like there was I'd say 2 or 3 people in my class that don't even go to the gym.
Do you know?
One guy said, "I don't even go gym. I just want the qualification to do it." He never came. Always showed up in his jeans and going out clothes. And I was like, what's going on there?
That's the
He's
same
going to be
thing.
training someone.
That's the same thing that happened at my course, man. It was full of people and it literally was about 90% of the people on the course. There was about 15 when we started, and 90% of those they had no real passion for it at all.
Yeah,
they were just doing it. One guy said, "I'm doing it because it's easy money," and the guy who was teaching the class, he was like, "I think you need to understand now it's not easy money." And he was like, "Yeah, but I'm not working at the moment, so it'd be better than anything."
We had guys in my course saying they would make 50,000 a year.
So you're jobless, and because you're unemployed and you don't have any other skills, you can't even flip a burger. You've now decided to then pay for actually it's funded by the government, so you managed to get a free course, which at some point you do have to pay back, but
that's what they say.
Yeah, but that's like university. People don't. We're off subject now.
Shit.
I think this is how these are going to go. We're just going to start talking.
Ramble, mate.
Ramble off into random places.
It's got to be done.
But anyway, let's wrap it up there, guys. So if you've got any comments that you'd like to see us talk about in the future, wire us through. You can follow Sammy on Instagram at
The Natural Club.
Natural Club. You can follow Mr. Burbridge at
Superior Training.
and me at Kano Nico. All the links will be in the description below, and we'll talk to you guys next week with a new topic. See you later. Peace.